Live water is water that's oxygenated, that carries all its nutrients. Dead water is water that's actually, it's just been in that position and it's actually deteriorating in its value. All it does is wet. It's got no nutritional value. And most of us are subjected to drinking dead water.
Water, water, water. Your body is made up hugely of water. Your brain is something like 90% water. And what are our kids drinking? Fruit juice. High sugar content. The chlorine in water is scary. Just go and Google chlorine, and then you'll see what you're actually feeding your children.
Most water that we drink is chlorinated. And the danger with chlorine, not only does it kill the bugs in the water, but it also kills the bugs in your digestive system. And digestion is probably one of mankind's biggest problems today.
And the reason why kids don't drink a lot of water very often is because they have that chlorine taste. Chlorine gives you a sort of a threshold of taste, and you just can't stomach anymore. It's this quick killer of bugs, and it's the slow killer of man. So here we have to actually make sure that we're all taking adequate water. That also has a huge impact on weight loss. It has an impact on just about everything. So water, and the water quality is incredibly important.
I'm not suggesting that they don't use some method to ensure that the water is, not dangerous to the individual. But chlorine needs to be extracted from that before you drink it.
If you really want healthy children, the children should be drinking water from a purified source.
All water used in cities and in places, even water that goes onto the garden, is chlorinated. So if it was only purely for human consumption, it would be a relatively simple matter. But the quantities required are such that it's really very difficult to monitor a consistent application of chlorine.
So what we're doing basically here is widening our dam wall because we found that we're having problems with leaking, and we use a 613 machine. Now that machine is designed to move volume of material about 11 cubes at a time. So what it does, it doesn't just move them, it actually compacts the ground as well, which makes a huge difference. In this case, we actually widen the wall, and so we can actually lift it up another 2 meters. Yeah, this dam is designed to basically feed off the mountain in the distance, right up there in the corner where there's a flood furrow that comes for about almost 4 kilometers. It then catches all the flood water, because what we're finding with climate change is that our rainfall seems to be staying the same, but it's far more intense. So we're not getting that consistency of longer rain. We're actually getting a lot more thunderstorms, a lot more sort of these flash flood kind of effects. So we've got to improve our storage belt to maintain the water. Even though our grass cover is good, it disappears within hours, literally. So the reason we're building these, what we call these key line furrows, which is similar to key lining the lands in terms of what we spoke about with planting, to retain the water on the mountain that's coming off the mountain, natural gullies, get it into holding areas like this. And then this dam gravity feeds the rest of Tempe, which actually goes all the way down here. There's a series of about 5 more dams, and we're actually adding in a couple more as we go to try and become independent of pumps and Eskom and that kind of thing. So this is the key factor right up here. This dam wasn't here before. We ran out of water probably almost for a space of about 12-13 months, that we had to try and pump from the river and actually sandbag the river to have enough water just to feed the animals. So even though it's been incredibly dry this season, this dam is still held and kept up with the water requirements for the animals.
Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to prime the pump. We're going to release the air in the system first. Oops, it's released, so we should be okay. Just got to take it out of the pump as well. The centrifugal pump won't work unless it's free of air. I just don't want to splash. There we are. That'll do the trick.
You go into the supermarket, what on earth do you take? There's so much stuff there. You don't know what to take. So what are you going to buy? You're going to buy the thing that's been advertised on TV because it's in your subconscious. You don't know what's in that thing. There's no accountability. There's no registration details. There's no accountability, no requirements at all. No manufacturing standards. So consequently, who knows what you're drinking? They did a test the other day, 100 products, 50 of those products had lead in. Now that's what we're giving our kids, that's what we're taking ourselves. So, hey man, if you're going to take something that actually you know is going to do the job. Otherwise, why bother?